Greetings, loved ones, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I make sustainability content and I'm focusing on that all of December. I'm sorry if you just heard my heater turn on. I forgot to turn it off before I filmed this. Anyways, welcome to my 2020 Sustainable Holiday Gift Guide, baby. These actually aren't all, holiday related. You could give these for birthdays, but 'tis the season, baby. It's Hanukkah right now. It's Christmas right around the corner, and we need to get our gifts, okay? I wanted to upload this in a reasonably timely manner, so even my last minute gift givers will see this and be like, ooh, yeah, I gotta get on that. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the list. I wrote it on my phone, so I'm about to break her out. So the number one gift suggestion that I have for all of you is to gift locally, whether it's a local experience or a gift card to a local restaurant that your friend or your family member might like. Our local businesses need our support more than ever this year, and same with small businesses, but really shopping local is so important in the realm of sustainability. And if you can give somebody something, like for example, in my town, a lot of people sell milk and they sell eggs and they also sell honey, but apart from all of those just like food type things and farm homestead things, people also sell handmade gift baskets, and they sell, reclaimed wood burned little logo things and stuff like that. And you can find that stuff on your local community Facebook page if you have one. I live in a very small town and I have a local Facebook page for our community that I check in with and see what people are posting on there. And you can always do a local business call to action as well and post on there. You don't have to wait for them to come to you, So I just wanted to say that definitely gift local. It's so important. The next thing is something that you don't have to actually tangibly have to gift. You could gift somebody a donation to an organization that they care about. This might be a really good idea for somebody in your life who is a minimalist or who really insists on how they don't need anything. I know that Shell Bizzle on here in her holiday gift guide, which is incredible, and I will link it down below, as well as my friend Jessica Clifton. She's Impact for Good on Instagram, and she did an entire sustainable holiday gift guide as well, and I will also link her blog post of that down below. But Shelby was talking in her video about how she used to insist from her family, please don't get me anything. I don't need anything. But people, they want to feel like they're giving you something, So she would end up with this stuff that she didn't really feel like she needed. So now she's come to the conclusion that even if she makes a list, she can put things on that list like, hey, donate to this local animal sanctuary that I really support, or donate to this BLM group that I really care about. You can put those types of things on your list. So donation-based gifts are fantastic and plastic free. And the next non-tangible gift, but would also be very fun to receive, is an online subscription gift. So whether that is to a workout app, I really suggest the Sweat app or Stoned and Toned. Both of those are really fun workout apps that I personally love. And if you gifted a subscription to one of your more active friends, that would be super fun. But also not in the realm of like active gifts. Maybe if somebody doesn't have the money for like a streaming service that they've been talking about all the time, if they're like Disney obsessed, but they can't afford Disney Plus, you could gift them something like that. Or a subscription to a Twitch streamer that they really like, and you also help support the streamer on the other end as well. I started streaming on Twitch this year, and I actually put this on my list because I got a really lovely DM from somebody saying that they were going to gift their friend a Twitch subscription to my Twitch. And I was like, that's so awesome of you. It's very kind. And it's just the gift that keeps giving, They're part of a community and it's very cute and fun. You could do that for somebody's Patreon as well. I also have a Patreon. And aside from myself and the inevitable self-promotion that goes on with plugging these things, I would love to get a subscription like that, to somebody's Twitch stream that I feel like, I don't know, maybe I don't really need to put the money into that. And the best gifts are stuff that you wouldn't pay for yourself, but you kind of have in the back of your head, like, yeah, I do want that. And then somebody comes around and they give it to you. And it's like, oh my God, thank you so much. You knew I wanted that, but I just never got around to getting it, kind of a thing. So I just wanted to mention those. Okay, the next gift is thrifted clothes or hand-me-downs. And I know that some people are like, ew, I don't want your fucking hand-me-downs. But personally, I love a hand-me-down. I actually do this thing with my friend Stefan, and whenever I see him or he comes into town or whatever it might be, we swap some kind of a clothing item, and it's just our gift for the year. We're like, enjoy that. Maybe we'll swap back next time I see you. Maybe we won't. I did this with my sister this year. You could do a clothing swap with your friends as a Christmas gift this year, or as a Hanukkah gift, whatever it might be for their birthday. And that is a gift that's super cute and also just very close to the heart, because you're like, wow, I'm wearing like Stefan's sweater or something like that. I'm just saying that because he recently gifted us a sweater that Finley and I have both been wearing so much. So when it comes to pieces that will get a lot of use, definitely hand-me-downs are great, but also go on like a thrifting date with one of your friends. Be like, hey, for Christmas this year, could we like go to the local thrift store and maybe buy each other an outfit, and that will be our gift. I just think that's a really nice gift for some people who are maybe super into fashion, but you don't want to buy them like a bunch of new plastic packaged things. And also in the same category as thrifting, you could give somebody some antiques. I have become very into antiquing this year. I just put my little mask on, go into the antique store and sift for forever. I look through little rinky dinks and little toys and all of these things, and old vinyl. Old vinyl is so top tier as well. The curated sections of some antique stores are just, oh, incredible for that vinyl lover in your life. So definitely check antique stores or thrift stores for vinyl if you're looking for that this holiday season. I know that maybe you won't get like the newest stuff, but sometimes you'll find some sweet gems like I did. And apart from that, I'm gifting a lot of antiques this year because Finley's family members are very into antiques. And so I found like so much antique homeware and just like decorations for people's houses and stuff like that, and kitchenware that is so freaking cool and just timeless. It's sweet, timeless goods. It's incredible. So definitely check that out if you're into antiquing or know anybody who is. Now, let's get into the DIY section of this video. I love DIYs. I think they're very, very fun. I have a whole sewing series on my channel called So Drunk, where I get drunk and sew things. But I also have made DIY skincare videos and hair care stuff and just random little ditties that I find so fun. So for this year, I'm gifting a DIY blanket to basically my whole family, being me, Finley, and the dogs. Because a couple of years ago, I gifted a DIY tie blanket to Finley. I think it was our first Christmas that we spent together, so 2017. And he uses it so much that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make another one of these, but this time it's gonna be my pattern of choice. So I picked out, and you guys might have seen this in Vlogmas, I picked out one solid yellow fabric and one sunflower fabric, and I'm gonna put them together, and then you go around and you just cut the ends into little 2.5 inch lines, and then you tie the ends up. All you need is 2.5 to 3 yards of fabric, and you can thrift that fabric if you wanted to. I personally got mine at Joann Fabrics, but again, thrifting is definitely the more sustainable option. And I'll put in some like sped up B-roll of me just making the blanket. But these gifts are so cozy and amazing and fun. And it's also just such like a large gift too. It feels like bigger and like you put a lot of effort into it and you're like, yeah, I made you a blanket. Like that's such a cute gift. Personally, to me, I love it. Also, another great DIY gift idea is a photo book, a homemade memory book or something like that. And granted, you can make these online on Shutterfly. You can make some kind of a slideshow type thing of memories with text in them and all that kind of stuff. So if you really want to go full, you know, not tangible and just upload it to a cloud somewhere and email it to somebody, you could totally do that. But personally, I love having the tangible memories. And for the past almost 4 years that Finley and I have been together, I've been making him photo books. I used to do them for our 6-month anniversaries, and then I just decided that it's better to gift them annually on our actual anniversaries. So this is the biggest one I've ever made, and I did the like sheet protector this year actually, and I just get the photos developed and then I write what we did on the sheets and the dates and everything like that, so that we can remember all of our fond, cute little memories together. And I actually found this like recycled material binder at Staples, which was ideal. But in the past, I have just used old journals. So like I get so many journals. I don't know why I have so many of them, but there's like an entire stack at the bottom of this shelving unit. And I just pick an empty journal from there. And I used to just like paste them in there. But this year I wanted to do the binder and the sheet protector just for longevity purposes, so that this will last a very long time. And then I'm gonna decorate the front to be like 2020 in memories. And like I said, I've done this for so many years and it's always the most cherished gift that I give for sure. It's just so sweet and it makes him cry every time. It's just such a great gift for any partner in your life or loved one in your life that you think would really value this. Maybe your grandma or something like that. I don't know. Also, apart from that DIY gift this year, I'm also gifting a coupon book to my partner Finley for some things, you know, that are unmentionables, but also for just little things like I do your chores for a day. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it, but I'm in the process of making it and finalizing all of my coupons. But that's just a really fun and funky gift, just to be like kind of silly and also a little saucy, and it's just fun. So I'm excited to give that to him this year. I've had that idea for many years, but I've never actually done it, so I'm stoked. The next DIY gift ideas are DIY skincare, and I know that Hiram, if he ever saw this, he would be like, oh bitch, no. You know, no. But I did find out through watching and finding out about Hiram's videos this year. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he makes skincare videos, but in his expert opinion, he was talking about how if you're going to make a DIY face mask, using oat or honey is the way to go. And I actually made a video, I think it was last summer, making an oat and rose honey mask, but this has rose petals in it as well as oats and honey, and that's pretty much just it. And then also in that video, I made a homemade perfume, and I actually reused this glass vial from a joint. I feel like if I whisper it, I won't get in trouble. But yeah, this is a super fun idea if you like have a scent in mind that reminds you of somebody. Make them a little homemade perfume or some shit. I don't know, but I'll link the video down below where I made those things and shared the recipes in full. Also, some gift ideas that you could make for people are massage oils for maybe a partner in your life. And also, oh frig, I forgot to grab it and I don't want to change my positioning, but that little bottle on my side table back there is a DIY chapstick, and I gifted that to Finley's sister last Christmas and she friggin' loved it. So it's definitely a fire recipe. I use that every single night, and I don't have to buy any little tiny chapstick tubes anymore because I made so much. It's lasted me like 2+ years. Okay, this next gift is something that I gifted my dad this year, and I will be doing it again. Not for my dad, but for somebody else. But I'm gifting a framed photo of Finley and I, and you can do this for like your grandma or something like that, or your parents. Honestly, this is such a great parent gift, is to go and thrift a frame and then get a photo developed at a local printing shop or just wherever, and then put it in the frame, gift it to them, and they can update their workspace with a new photo of you. I gave it to my dad specifically because the most recent photo he had of me in his office was of me in high school, and I do not look like that anymore, you know? So I wanted to update and give him a new framed photo. So that's a nice idea. Or you can give them like a print or something like that, and to get the frame thrifted as well. The options are endless. Okay, the next idea is very popular right now, and it is a house plant. Look at my fingers. Why do they look like this? I cut 4 clippings from my gigantic monstera plant in here that is still thriving even after I cut 4 limbs of it off. And I am giving this beautiful monstera to 3 different friends and keeping the other baby for myself. But if you have like a prolific plant, a house plant in your house, and you can just take a couple clippings of it, propagate it, and then gift it to friends, that is a fantastic gift idea. Or go to your local nursery and get a couple house plants from there, whatever you want to do. I feel like house plants are not only like the gift that keeps giving because they just keep growing and thriving and it's great, but also they're very trendy and aesthetic. So if you have any houseplant mamas and papas in your life, gift those papas a gift that keeps giving and give them a little baby houseplant to take care of. We all need more things to take care of right now, right? Oh, that's sarcasm. All right. Okay, the next section of this list is, you know, just things that you buy and are tangible and you don't make them yourself. This first thing being a bidet. I know that some of you might be like, I'm gonna shoot water up where? But for those friends or family members who have maybe mentioned that they would like a bidet, it's just so easy to actually get a bidet attachment for your regular toilet. And Finley did our quick installation of our bidet in this bathroom behind me so easily, and there's a lot of really popular great bidets on the market right now, so I'll definitely link one of those down below for anybody in your life who's maybe thinking about saving on toilet paper. I don't know. There was a toilet paper shortage this year, so it's just, bidets holidays are great. They are the future, all right? The next thing is jewelry from small businesses. I was recently gifted these lovely gold flower earrings from a small business in Eugene when I shot with my friend Ashley on day one of Vlogmas. She gifted me a bunch of small business gifts from her area, and I was just like so flattered because you know I love local shopping, baby, and small businesses. It was like the best of both worlds. Truly one of the nicest gifts ever. So you could totally do something like that too. That just came to me just now. I'm inspired by Ashley. You could gift somebody like a gift basket of local business stuff. I know that that's kind of like backpacking on the first thing that I mentioned on this list, but anyways, I think that would be great. But also I have so many friends who make amazing quality jewelry, from wire jewelry to paper clay jewelry, you know, amazing earrings and amazing bracelets and rings and all of these things. So I will link a handful of businesses down below that I personally support all the time. And they're all small female-owned businesses that are amazing to support. Speaking of small women-owned businesses, this is actually a family-owned business, WineWick Candles. And I heard about these from Claudia Saluski, and then my sister also got them and started talking about them so much, and I thought, oh my god, I gotta get on this. So WineWick Candles makes wine bottle cut candles, and then they are filled with soy wax. Their motto is sip, save, salvage, and I love it. This one, I got their Christmas candle, cypress, and oh my gourd. When I first got this, the scent hit me. I was like, wow, okay. The throw on this is great. It throws the scent around the space of the room so nicely, and this is a really high quality candle for being a homemade soy candle company. What I will say about this brand though, the only thing that I would change is they need to get better about their sustainable packaging, because there is so much styrofoam packing peanuts, and in a world where there are dissolvable packing peanuts, I would personally prefer that as a sustainable person. So that's just a little tip from me to them, but I can always just email that to them. So maybe I'll edit this out, but no, I won't edit it out, because I just want people to know that if you are a sustainable or low waste household, these did come with a fair amount of waste, but the idea is really cool. But if you don't want to buy candles, because honestly, Finley told me that candles are the most basic gift you can give. And I was like, I can see why you think that, but what if you make the candles? And he was like, oh, no, that's pretty cool. Because then you can make scents that remind you of the person and are, you know, catered to them. And my best friend here, Anna Lee, and I, one of the first times we ever hung out, we made candles together, and we just got like bulk wax from a craft store, and then we added in like essential oil scents and blends to make our own fun candles in reused jars. So that's definitely a really fun activity to do with your friends, and then you can have all these candles to gift out over the holiday season. It's great. The next two items are both clothing items. First thing being for maybe an active person in your life, Girlfriend Collective leggings. I didn't grab these to show you the pairs that I have, but I have like the ocean color and then also a bright yellow color, and they are so size inclusive. It's incredible. I'm pretty sure they are also women owned and run. They're also super sustainable. They make all of their leggings from recycled water bottles, so they come in those little wash bags so that you can wash your leggings and not leak microplastics into your water stream. Also, another great sustainable clothing company to support is 10 Tree. Finley's not home right now, so I can share this with you, but Lindsay is gifting him a new pair of gray sweatpants because he wears gray sweatpants like every fucking day. He wears his comfies and just loves that color, I guess. So when Lindsay asked me for ideas of things to gift him, I was like, maybe a new pair of sweatpants from like a sustainable company. And we found out about 10 Tree. They have a mission to plant 1 billion trees by 2030, and I'm pretty sure when you buy something from them, you plant 10 trees. So it's great, and they actually do it, okay? They really do it. But anyways, I will link them down below so you can read about their mission and all that kind of stuff. And then the next thing is something that I don't personally own, but if you have anybody in your life who is a soda or pop drinker, soda streams are just the next level thing for anybody who is honestly just addicted to soda. You can make your own fizzy water through doing it. You can, you know, blend up some flavored water to make it fizzier and sparkling. And I just think it's a really cool and innovative idea for anybody who is obsessed with soda in your life. And speaking of innovative gifts, the Wonder Bag is a very innovative gift for anybody who loves to cook in your life, and their mission is incredible. So this big mama has a story, which I'm gonna settle here and cuddle her to tell you. The Wonder Bag is a gigantic insulated slow cooker, and they have a mission called Women for Women. And so basically when you purchase one of these, you are also gifting one to a woman in Africa who, because of this, will not have to cook over an open fire. And so that results in 70% less fuel needed to cook, 2 tons of carbon emissions mitigated, 60% less indoor air pollution, 1,000 liters of cooking water spared, 1,300 hours diverted from unpaid labor, 10% increase in the income of women living in extreme poverty, and 5 large trees saved from deforestation. So that is for one family with one Wonder Bag in 1 year. That is what the impact is. And I don't see any sustainability YouTubers or anybody else talking about this like on Instagram. And I'm so happy that my mom introduced me to this Wonder Bag because it's the coolest thing ever. You can bring whatever you have to a boil on the stove, and then once it comes to a boil, you remove it from the heat, you put it in the Wonder Bag, and it can cook for up to 12 hours in this bag. So my mom uses this a lot for car camping and stuff like that, and I honestly love to use this when I'm making veggie broth at my house, and so I don't have to like simmer it for over an hour or anything like that. I can just move it into the Wonder Bag and let it cook in there for a little bit and not use a bunch of electricity. So this is wonderful. My next gift idea is recipe books. I personally love to cook, and this is my favorite recipe book that I have gotten all year. I follow this lady on Instagram. Her name is Rabbit and Wolves on there, or her name's Lauren, but that's her @ And then she came out with this Southern vegan cookbook, and I shit you not, every single recipe in here is fire that I've made. Some of them are very spicy though, so just keep that in mind. So if you have a vegan friend in your life who you think might like this, I definitely recommend this book, or if you're vegan and want to ask for this year. But if you want to find stuff like this, I highly recommend using thrift books if you are gifting any kind of a book this season, whether it's a novel you really enjoyed or whatever. Thrift books is just great. And then next I just put food, particularly baked goods. I think that it's really, really nice to make cookies and gift them to your local post office people if you're looking for something to do with your spare time this holiday season, if you have any, but also just for friends, like baking cookies or other little sweetie treaties and then putting them in nice little boxes. I'm going to be doing this for Finley's family over the holidays this year, and I just think it's super fun and heartfelt and heartwarming, you know, just to have something to snack on over the holiday season. And everybody loves food. I mean, seriously. And apart from like making things and then putting them in a box to give to somebody, you could also be like, hey, for your Christmas gift this year, could we go out and have like a socially distanced meal or something like that? I'm not doing a lot of that this year personally, but if restaurants are open near you and you feel comfortable doing that with outdoor seating or whatever, you could totally do something like that. All right, and then the last section of this list is pretty much everything that I discussed in my last video, which was my 15 top essentials for just zero waste living and sustainable living. Just the #1 swaps that I made at the beginning that I'm like, wow, I'm so happy I switched to that. So all of those things are Bite toothpaste bits, a bamboo toothbrush, the last swab, which is a reusable and cleanable cotton swab, and then plastic-free deodorant from Native Deodorant. I love them. And then also plain products, shower stuff. Just incredible. I will link all of these down below with my discount codes and stuff like that. But honestly, these are just the best of the best in my opinion when it comes to like a zero waste starter pack, you know what I mean? Because all of those things you just buy one time and then you continue to refill them or whatever it might be, compost them, and yeah. So that's my list this year. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I came up with all of these just very right off the top of my head. So if I missed anything or you have ideas for sustainable or zero waste gifts to give or get this holiday season, comment them down below. And I hope you guys liked this. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Ring that notifications bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload. If you didn't know, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I mostly play Animal Crossing, but we also hang out and sesh and just have a totally wicked time. And speaking of seshing, I also upload that kind of content and unfiltered content to my Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Meghan Hughes, if you want to support me on any other platform. This was a long outro, but happy holidays. I love you so much. Stay smiling. Bye, y'all.